And BDD will pick up that POG over on a performance. Well, BDD
extraordinarily well, and you can see Gen.G actually going to be banning the Renekton and taking Kalista for their first pick.
What a
Hecarim
weird...
was definitely obvious, but
yeah,
man, this is crazy.
T1, basically all of our top 4 teams, you don't want to let Deft play the center, you don't want to let Teddy play the center,
I
you don't want Ghost to play
Teddy's
the center.
the scariest.
If they can get vision control, I mean, look, if you go Jace, you have so much poke, it's actually insane. Like, could this be any more poke?
No, I don't think so. unless you play like a poke support. I don't know which poke support you put in the bottom lane alongside a center, but you could theoretically do that.
Lily's not bad at that, especially into a grave. She can be quite good. Just hold that thought.
Yeah, Keria taking a lot of damage here. Taken down low, has to use the exhaust to get Ruler out of it. Now Teddy able to follow up very nicely. Rend, it's not exactly the timing we wanted.
Yeah, it might even get worse. Let's look at this Facebreaker.
Yeah, 2-man Facebreaker. Keria in a little bit of trouble. Actually gets Haymade as well.
Even going to come at the...
Oh, that was close. As now we're looking to try and get this dive onto Rascal. He flashes. Turret aggro picked up by Cuz and held onto absolutely beautifully. Great gank up there. And we mentioned that T1 playing around topside. Understanding that there could be just another visit towards the topside. Rascal desperately trying to get towards his turret. Spear is going to miss. And Rascal's now just hopefully trying to deal with these minions. Oh no, knockup does land onto Cuz. He's still got turret aggro, but he's able to hop out of the way to the skies from Canna. He has to flash. Is he just dead? No! Gets the level up just in time.
Cuz gonna look for one more spear. It's not over yet.
Oh, Rascal's gonna get out of the way. Soul Furnace back available once again, and now Klid's finally gonna move on up.
Things come down. Klid cannot contest. He's gonna look for a smite steal.
Oh, okay. That's not, he just walks up to it and says thanks. Okay, well, that's one way of losing the Rift Herald.
That's unbelievable.
They can get the eye, though.
That's unbelievable that happened, Atlas. Like, he actually just walks up and takes it.
Yeah, Cuz gonna have to try and get out of the way here as Cleared. BDD finally there. The train leaves the station. I don't think anyone... Oh, yes, it was. So the drive-by collection of the eye was successful there for Rascal.
In a different scenario, but because it's Cloud, I feel like T1 have a little bit more wiggle room as Kana really wants this plate.
Yeah, he's pretty desperate.
He's gonna get it too.
Yep, finds it, but you know, he's gonna get decimatingly smashed. There's a raise in the area, gets the flash out from Canna. That one was free. There's now Klid coming on over. He's gonna get distracted by a control ward.
You got the plate.
Faker getting ultied. And Teddy comes through and says, would you like my heal? Faker's like, do you have 7 more? That would be great.
Faker is really trying to push the issue here with Dawning Shadow as well.
There's a big teleport to come through from Rascal as Shirley is the prize, and now T1 get to set up with their poke. Let's see how it's going to be utilized as Klid dodges that spear. Shock Blast absorbed by Rascal, who's now getting tired, and the spear will connect now as well as
reset.
Shirley is going to reset, and Canna gets to work on this turret. Remember, his W makes it very easy. You know, we can spend a little bit of time in the mid lane or in another lane.
You can't be here.
Yeah, Klid's just going to quick draw away. Oh, that bubble was so close to being extremely high value. Shirley, speaking of which,
if you get to the Drake, by the time you get there, will you have enough health to fight after that? I don't think the answer is yes. And they are able to dodge that spear, but they need to commit.
Keria in a little bit of trouble here as Rascal rounds the corner. That is a decent sleep onto Ruler, but no one's able to follow up. Keria tanking so much damage, and Rascal not able to find the smash. Now is the time when T1 thrives, though, as Faker does find Rascal. They've got so much more sustain. Teddy, not a massive amount of mana, but see the damage? Klid getting chunked. Faker darting forward to find Rascal. They still have vision of this, and Rascal is going to get snared. He's still very tanky, so he should be able to get himself out of the way, but has these health bars been taken down low enough? T1 also struggling a little bit. Teddy only has about 1 more Piercing Darkness available. He's the most pickable target right now. As, okay, here comes the train. Another flash comes out from Canna. That was already back up since their last fight. As Chem Tank comes down, great knock up. And Klid should have the damage for this one. Canna just out of position. There's 4 minutes left on this streak. What are you really fighting for?
Yeah, exactly.
At this stage of the game as Faker jumps on over. He'll find the bubble onto Klid as BDD flashes in front of the Battlestar to keep his jungler alive. And now Ruler finds Faker, who may be overextended. Fate's call. He's going to land under the Tarm Camp as Faker spends so much time in his belly, but it means that Keria gives up his life.
Back position where they have so much poke, it's very difficult to actually handle these team fights. So Kana does have to flash the train, the ult coming through from Rascal, and then Gen.G say, okay, I see blood in the water. T1 either have to leave him out to dry or they have to fight. And if they're going to fight, BDD is coming over here too. And then T1, fight a lot here. They stay very long. They try to set up a Faker's flank to get a kill. And then there's just this amazing moment here where BDD says, absolutely not. Flashes the paddle star.
Sick.
And they even committed Teddy's ultimate here to try to get that kill. So a lot of resources used. There's no way out of the Fate's call here, unfortunately, for T1 at this stage. Keria has to give his life for the retreat, but it feels like T1 stayed so long to fight too much agency.
Well, BDD gonna get snared up. Life now in position to try to defend. Clid makes his way through, and now Teddy might be out of position. Devour going to be used, but now it's on cooldown. There's Scatter the Weak. Canna is dead once again, and here's the re-engage. Ulti comes through Cuz. Goes golden to mitigate it. Clid going to survive, and now the showstopper comes in. He's dead, actually, because there's no Fate's call to keep him alive. However, now Faker could be in trouble, and this is not the kind of fighting that T1 wants.
Turret,
Roller in trouble. Yeah, this turret is 100% the MVP as Pierce does a lot of work onto Faker, and Gen.G are bullied out of the way for now. They're going to be able to turn and win a 4 versus 3 is okay. Now it's just body blocking. Spear going to connect. Ruler in a little bit of trouble. Does have a lot of lifesteal, so should be able to just use this wave to get himself back up. Oh no, Cuz! Going to get taken down solo. The Primal Surge was decent, but that orb will finish him off. That's the jungler dead, and now Gen.G might think about heading towards this Baron.
They have good vision control here too, Atlas. I mean, there's nothing for T1. They don't have the vision to actually throw these paddle stars. They have to throw them blind. Well, they have to contest. They have to contest.
Faker will be able to get extra vision utilizing his portal jump, but 4 versus 5 is so dangerous.
No smite.
They're looking for a little bit of a flank, and it is just going to be taken by Gen.G. They had the Ren, they had the smite. No way that T1 could answer, and now maybe out of position as Rascal is hurting Teddy and Keria. The two-man face breaker is beautiful, and now Keria needs to try and get over the wall, and he spits Teddy out. He might be safe, but BDD says absolutely not. And he's going to be able to find him exactly the perfect teleport. As Gen.G, they're actually just, they're farmers. They're farmers. They're hurting T1 right now.
It's insane, and BDD is playing the series of his life right now. He sets up the pick. You can actually make that pick into a Baron winning game move, right? Like, okay, yeah, Ruler gets caught here, but look at where BDD is. He's just on vision. Cuz, you want to throw another spear? I know where you are. I know where you threw that spear from. Goodbye. And Life has a perfect follow-up. This is so well played from BDD, and this pick gets you a Baron. Now you can't fight.
So good though. Like, Gen.G just knew exactly what T1's options were and played to precisely what they were going to do. Look at Life, he just teleports in and says, bye Teddy, you had no choice. That's sieging this one beautifully despite their lower range.
They are in such a good position here to just take these turrets out. 30 seconds left on the Baron buff. Oh, look at Life!
Flashing on in, finds the face breaker. Faker has to flash out once again. It's going to be Rascal there driving the train forward, and Faker nowhere that he could go. Dawning Shadow isn't saving anyone as Keria falls down as well. Teddy does have a fair bit of damage. There are lower health bars, but Gen.G just look inevitable right now.
They look like they want to end the game right now, Teddy.
Oh dear, Rascal just standing in front of him. Yes, that is a hell of a lot of damage, BDD. You have been so good this game. Cuz and Canna against the world. Can they actually do this? But I don't think the answer is yes. Nexus turret number 2 goes down. Gen.G move to 2-0 against T1 in the playoffs.
What an unbelievable start here for Gen.G, and BDD makes it happen again. Decisive plays on the Orianna, decisive plays on the Syndra, and this is the Gen.G that fans were waiting for. This was the Gen.G fans were hands clasped and praying for, because you never know what form you're going to see from Gen.G in a best of 5. You never know if Gen.G is going to show up against T1. It feels like the mental block that this team has had historically against T1 is just wiped away. We have a clean slate here tonight, and Gen.G with 2 completely different styles of composition. Game 1, very slow, extreme late game scaling. Game 2, very much about early game control, feeding the Kalista and taking hard engages, and they succeed against a poke comp. At 30 minutes in the game is when they strike and win.
And you can see this time it is Teddy doing a lot of work. Of course, Canna tripling the damage of a Scion is something that's pretty obvious, but once again, BDD extraordinary on the Syndra. This is a champion that, you know, skill expression is a little bit harder because we've seen so many players do it